Hi guys, it is Dani and welcome to this update video. I trust and hope you're doing really amazing. I have to admit guys, this feels strange. It's officially been 2 weeks. Today on Tuesday the 11th of November makes 2 weeks since my last post, and also 2 weeks since Jamaica was ravaged by Hurricane Melissa. As many of you may know, I live on the northwestern end of the island, so I experienced the eye wall, I experienced the major hurricane winds, and my city was devastated by the impacts. It's only now that we have started to get a sense of normality, because things, especially in the days after Melissa, it was so heartbreaking just to see the destruction, and especially in parishes that faced a direct impact, the raw winds up to 180 miles per hour, 185 miles per hour, where Melissa made landfall. So it was absolutely horrible here, guys. A lot of the times I was on the verge of tears, if not in tears. And then, the struggle to get basic resources as well. After a while, I mean, it's been awful, but the good thing is, as time has been progressing, it's been getting better. Now I have cell service at home. It's not the best, but it's there. Being in just the right location, we're able to get some connection. And fortunately for my home, we didn't sustain any major damage to our home. Our roof is intact, the structure of the building is intact. We've had some minor damages here and there, but nothing compared to what some persons have lost. And also, my heart goes out to everyone who's been severely impacted by Melissa, and my condolences if you have lost a loved one. Unfortunately, that death toll has continued to rise. It's been officially been reported by the Jamaica Information Service. So you can see here in the article that the death toll is now at 45, and our prime minister has estimated damages to be between $6 and $7 billion, and that's in US dollars. So it's been really awful here. In parts of Jamaica, it literally looks like a bomb went off. It looks crazy. I mean, when I was doing I'm gonna get into the update real quick here, but when I was actually, talking about the fact that this is gonna be the type of hurricane that you tell to your kids and grandkids, I mean, knowing what's gonna happen is really different from truly experiencing it. And I mean, this truly is an experience that many of us will be talking about for generations to come. So, on with the weather update here. So I wanted to bring you the latest, and we can see that there is a frontal system. It extends down into the Caribbean and is actually resulting in some instability, which in turn is leading to some showers and thunderstorms in some areas in parts of Central America, even in western Jamaica, which we're very grateful for the rain as well, although it can be traumatizing, especially the very heavy rain. But we're grateful because there are so many people who are without clean water. So this helps out tremendously, even if it's just to be using for domestic purposes, such as washing or cleaning. It's a huge help. We're very grateful for it. And as we zoom into the Caribbean here as well, we can see a better picture of what's been going on. So, with that frontal boundary as well, this is going to be happening a lot. We're heading into our frontal season. So we get these cold fronts. They're coming down from North America. They dip further south and thus bring us, cooler temperatures, and the stronger frontal systems will bring some rougher seas, heavier rainfall, that type of weather. So we can see these white dots here indicative of lightning strikes, lots of moisture towards parts of Central America, especially going to Honduras, the Bay Islands, Nicaragua as well. Cayman Islands, it's been a bit active there for you guys, and the cooler temperatures will be extending to Jamaica, especially as we head into tomorrow. So you can walk with your scarves or sweaters just in case it gets pretty cold. And if you live in areas that are more elevated as well, you're going to be feeling those cooler temperatures a lot more. Now, in terms of the rainfall forecast, let's look at that briefly here. So this is what is expected by our Euro model. So more color indicates more rain expected. So go into the Western Caribbean, we can see these very colorful shadings here around the Bay Islands, going to northern Honduras, eastern Nicaragua, Costa Rica. So rainfall amount, let's say 3, going up to maybe 5, 6 inches in a couple spots. So a lot of heavy rain expected with all of that atmospheric instability due to the influence of the frontal system. Even for the Cayman Islands, you can see a bit of color, so there could be some instances of heavy rain. And likewise, as we head towards eastern Cuba, and also a few spots in Jamaica. It's a similar story as we also head to the southern Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. And then further east, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, throughout the Lesser Antilles, including the ABC Islands, could see some scattered showers and thunderstorms between now and tomorrow, but especially as we head towards tomorrow. Northern South America, the Guyanas, a bit of color around here that we are seeing. Oops, wrong thing there. Don't mind that. So a bit of color. Yeah, this is what I meant to do. So yeah, it could be a bit wet in this area. Likewise, as we head towards the vicinity of Venezuela, Colombia, and even for Panama. Now for Belize. Belize could be a bit on the dry side, although those cooler temperatures are going to be setting in. Likewise for Mexico in a couple spots. Now, as I mentioned, that frontal system, as I said, is going to be happening. This is going to be happening a lot more often. So we can see this diagonal line here with the blue triangles, indicative of a cold front. So this is the symbol for a cold front. Now, when we start to see some red semicircles on the opposite side of the line, that's where the front is stationary. As suggested, it's just sitting around, not really moving. And there's some sort of equilibrium between the air masses. So what happens with cold fronts is that the cooler, drier air from North America meets up with warm, moist tropical air. When that happens, we get the warm air being forced to rise because it is lighter. And because it rises, it eventually cools, condenses, forms clouds. You can think of the water cycle in this regard. So that results in those unstable weather conditions. That's why typically ahead of the frontal boundary, we tend to notice a lot of showers and thunderstorms, especially with the stronger cold fronts. Now, we're going to be having a lot more of these, and especially as we head into January, going to February, that's really the time frame that the Northern Caribbean is impacted most by the frontal systems. So we can definitely anticipate a lot more of this. In terms of the hurricane season, things are definitely quiet, and hopefully that, I'm very hopeful that Melissa was actually the last system of the year. And even looking at this graphic, we can see the sea surface temperatures. Things are definitely slowly cooling down here in the Caribbean. I mean, it's the tropics and we are warm all year round, but there are times that the temperature will be dipping, and that's typically between, that's very observable between December going through February, and then things slowly start to pick up as we head into spring and March, going to April, May, and then summer coming back. That's just a cycle. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know of what is going on right now. And I'm very happy to finally be able to post this video. I'm very grateful, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any additional questions, you can feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'll get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.